Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world at the moment. Hope you're having a good day. It's a bit foggy here today. I think it's down where Jamie is, and I'll just bring the guys in. Down where Jamie is, I think it's bright and sunny. Not too sure about where Dale is, but we have the Kentish fire starter, and reasons for that will become clear. We've got Jake, not at the depot. And we've got Dale SpongeBob Square Sausage. But I did notice that our old friend Joey is in the chat, so he probably is at the depot. Well,
Oh,
mind you, he's probably
at
not
the
because
depot.
it's probably not open yet. Anyway, put them in the background, change camera, and see what we're doing today. So today I've got a piece of sycamore on the lathe, another piece that I got from Dale.
Woohoo.
Thank you, Dale. It is about uh, it's about a foot long, which is 300 mil.
That was a minute
Um,
go on. That's what she said.
yeah, about 6 inches wide, something like that.
That seems more
Ish.
accurate.
Make sure everything's missing, and it is. Move this tail rest out the way. Right, and I'm turning this at around about to start off with, no, nearly 700. So I'll get on and do some turning and see where we go with this.
I've got a few nice crotch pieces from Dale.
You get some nice crotch from Dale. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All
How
right.
do I even?
Yes.
How do I even answer that?
I mean, you don't.
I
You don't.
don't-
You try to pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah,
I've got a
what's
nice
even
iron
worse
brew
on that
bottle
one?
from. I've got a nice iron brew bottle from Scott as well.
Yeah.
What's even worse about that one is that I actually trimmed his crotch with a chainsaw.
I want that one.
Do you trim with the chainsaw?
Okay, so we gave Jimmy a Brazilian.
Oh,
Hey.
on that note, we have Brent Bowcroft, Chris Dodds, Douglas Muggan, Fred Gilliver, Hodgepodge Woodworks, Jay's Cabin, Jeff Cron, Chris Gershwin, Lawrence Begida, Mark the Gentleman Woodturner, Robert Dolman, Rose the Boy, Joey, Wayne
I
the
forgot to say.
Woodturner, and Wood Wizardry by Colleen.
And today's program is brought to you by Mint.
Mint. I was there when that arrived.
Love it.
There we go.
Jane,
You can
Jane
get
didn't
these
know who it
t-shirts.
was.
Yeah, you can get these t-shirts on my Teespring thing, which you can find in my link tree, which is in the description.
Mm-hmm. There you go. I've got to be honest, though. I'm glad there was no snow this time up at your place. It means I didn't have to watch what I said, which means there was no snowflakes about.
Hey! See what you did there. I see what you did there.
That was brilliant.
The man's turning air.
Yeah.
I have a roof on.
Excellent.
It's got a hole in it, but nonetheless, it's on now. Jennifer's Crafting Creations has said hello to almost everybody.
Good job.
Hey,
Royce the Boy says he just ordered the Air Shield Pro with air defenders for £226. Friend of mine did that, so he couldn't hear his wife and he couldn't smell her cooking.
I can beat that. I've got the Defender Shield Pro for £70. And a few people called me a few names when I told them.
I think we did. I seem to recall it being quite a popular point of conversation.
I think I've only used it once as well since I've got it. Never had to charge the battery.
I've got my Axminster Pro somewhere. My Axminster Pro. Max must have one somewhere. I'll probably need to use it in this new place for a while. So we hang the jet air filter up on the ceiling. Woohoo! I think I'll paint it red. Not painting it purple or blue.
So what other things are you going to get for Bumblebee then, Dale? Nitrous oxide?
No.
Ah.
I think a roll cage after I saw you driving up the hill.
Nice.
Some tippy stabilizers.
That's cool.
So, question for today. Just how badly did Jane beat Jamie after the sign he gave her? Was it seriously, slightly seriously, violent to the point of being medieval, or did she give him a hug and say, "You're a cheeky little chappie"?
Well, she gave him a hug, and then she said, "There you go, Kasha. On you go."
Set the dogs on. Lovely. How far did you run, Jamie, or did you feel
I
safe?
couldn't run. They cornered me. John Scarborough is in. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all well. John Hayes has got a question for everybody. He says, has anyone ever turned a wood spirit on a lathe?
Oh, there's interesting.
Like a tree ghost?
Tree ghost.
Doing the beard, wood spirits tend to have, sort of carved beards. I guess you could get the basic shape out of it, but quite tough, I would imagine, to do a tree spirit.
I would think it is.
Spirit. You could pull the base shape out of it, I guess, but I thought, maybe the point is more the carving, John.
If the spirit of a honeybee was going around scaring people, would it go around and say "booby"?
If it don't, it should.
More likely to go zeeb, zeeb, zub, zub. Buzz backwards because it's buzzing in tongues.
Buzzy bumblebee.
Right.
It's like a banana bowl.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether to leave some of the sewn bits on or just take it all the way up to the bark.
Take it all up to the bark.
Adam's in. Young Lawrence Begita's in.
What's up?
How you doing?
Woodturning's by Barry's in.
Good afternoon, everybody.
That's what he said.
In the depot.
In the depot. John Scarborough would like to know what speed you're turning at, Wayne.
Around about 700.
How much is speed?
Question. When is the next Virtual Craft Festival?
Oh,
guys? Jamie.
That will be the 22nd of this month. We've got to do a bit of finalisation with Dale.
We have a couple of good turns on for this one.
Yeah.
And Jamie,
Right. I've just shoved the speed up to 850 now.
I beat you to it, man.
Hodgepodge has got a question. He says, "Is Dale's crotch wood wet?"
Yes, very.
Only when he spills his drink.
Question. What do you think gives a better finish, paper towel or a cloth?
They both give good finishes. You've got to be very careful with cloth in case it gets caught and gets your fingers wrapped around and smashed to bits on your piece of wood and your lathe.
Believe it or not, I've never been stupid enough to use a cloth.
There's a time and a place for a cloth, but that time and a place I think is when it's stationary.
Yeah. Spitfire 1592's in.
Good afternoon.
Another question from sorry, my bad. John Hayes goes on to say that looks so dangerous with a ghost shape spinning round.
Nah, it's not really.
Like a record, baby, right round, 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 round.
It's not really.
Can someone get Jake a coffee, please? He's very tired this morning. You know, it's 6:45 a.m. when we first spoke to him.
Yeah, I'm not used to that.
He needs donuts and coffee immediately. Stat.
Yeah.
I'm having a few withdrawal symptoms. When you going to burn that today?
Another one in there. John says hello to everyone from Windsor, Ontario. Hodgepodge says, I'm sure Dale has used an old sock on his crotchwood when he had nothing else. No, sir. No, sir. From this part of the world, it comes the crotchwood comes complete with its own shroud. Keeping it free from damp. Keeping it free from damp.
Right, what I'll do,
it will only be dangerous once. Just saying.
Depends how many fingers to survive. Yeah, it's not a stationary is definitely a thing to do with cloth.
I used to use cloth all the time and never had any problems with it.
Just
Benjamin is in. What's happening, old people?
I think he's.
Now, if you are going to power sand anything like this, you're always as well, when you're power sanding, to hit on the bottom part of the sanding pad. Okay? If you try and hit on the top part, when this comes round, the bit where you turn an air, when that comes round, it's just going to hit the sanding pad and knock everything off.
Spitfire 1592 says if your crotch is wet, Wayne, just put some baby powder on it.
No, that's totally the wrong thing to do if your crotch is wet. Because putting baby powder onto somewhere that is damp, you're just going to clog everything up and it's not very good for you. That's from a retired nurse, by the way.
And he can't swim whilst lifting his legs.
You know, if this was Saturday night, I've got a joke about the. I've definitely got a good one for Saturday night.
Oh,
yeah, it's that good a one that I've actually stopped from saying it at lunchtime.
Hey, that means something for real.
Chris Dodge says we're just complaining about young folk, Ben. Hashtag just saying.
Now
Doug
the
Miller's
thing
in?
about I'll just take this abrasive disc off there. The thing about sanding wet wood is that can happen. Your abrasive just gets completely full of the wet wood, which is why you're always as well using net abrasive if you can,
I'm not
because
sure
it just
that's.
cleans out.
So I've got a friend like that. He's a bit abrasive until he gets full.
Funnily enough, I know somebody like that who gets even more abrasive when he is full.
Then I just go to sleep.
Yep.
Right, what am I doing? Somebody gives a clue.
You were standing over there milling around.
Oh, of course I was, I.
Brian Watkins is in.
You were declogging your crotch.
You were getting your crutch.
I'm awake now. Here we go.
Alex Minham says dry baby powder and a nappy is what you want for that. Martin Bryce is in. Sorry, Martin, if I missed you earlier. I try not to use anything abrasive on his wood.
What's up, Martin?
What's going on, Martin?
Hodgepodge says, are you changing grit? No, he's still using Yorkshire grit.
Yes, I was changing grit there. I need to get some new foam pads for my sanding arbors because they're all worn out. There we go, that's that clean. Right, what should I finish this with?
Fire.
No.
Oil. No, I'm not going to burn it. No.
Lemon. Ooh.
Oh, and tonight on Steve SK, as special guest earworm, we've got the Yorkshire Git himself, Mr. Glyn Senior, the guy behind Yorkshire Grit. So that should be a good show. That is on live tonight at 7:45 GMT.
Joey's just said mint. I'm not sure if he's talking to you or if he's just found something in Home Depot.
Maybe he's
Can't-
found something in his belly button.
It's candy Tourette's.
Douglas Munham says, would Abranet be better for wetwood?
Yes, Abranet would definitely be better for wetwood. I've got a cheaper version of it. It's not ProNet, by the way. I've got a cheaper version of it, which is absolute pap. But I'm just going to carry on using it until it all gets used
Well, that
up.
is ProNet.
Absolute what?
No. To tell you the truth, I actually think it's worse than ProNet.
Absolute what? Absolute what?
Pap.
Pop.
Pap. P-A-P.
Crap. Pap.
Yeah, pap.
Yeah.
You have
That's
to
same
say
as-
it with practice your Dick Van Dyke English accent again, Jake. That's what you need to say. It.
Pap.
There we go. TJ Tunning, Terry's in.
What's up, Terry?
Hey, Terry.
Hello, Terry.
Question from John Jeff Crone. Yes, I'm greener than your current project. Yorkshire Git is actually affiliated with Yorkshire Grit.
Yes. He makes it.
Yeah, he makes it. He invented it, and he produces it a hell of a lot of the time by himself in his workshop. But the reason I called him Yorkshire Git, if you can see the label there, which you can't underneath all the dust, that actually says Yorkshire Git. What happened with that is that he sent out to get labels made for Yorkshire Grit, and they came back with a typo, and he just decided to keep them. See if we'll turn the speed up on this. There we go.
Here we go. You got 59 people watching, mate.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
Remember, folks, if you like what Wayne's doing and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and give that notification bell a bit of a clang. At the top of the chat, you'll find a link to buy Wayne a coffee. It's really a wine. But it's pretending to be a coffee, but it's really a wine. That'll mean that Wayne can spend his otherwise vast wine budget on stuff for the workshop. He puts all of these lives on for free. And it would be nice to get to say a little bit of thank you for all the hard work and effort he puts in.
And I'm only 22 away now from 4,000 subs.
Come on, folks, share this
There
out.
we go.
Let's try and get Wayne up to 4,000 today. Come on, go tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell anyone, hassle people in the street, rugby tackle people on the field.
Rugby, yeah.
Whatever works.
Them if you have to.
Don't do it as an American style rugby, American football style tackle. We can't afford the hammer.
Nah. Still get hurt.
Roy's the boy. Okay, Barry, a friend turned up when I came back. You was gone. Question raises the question: did the typo originate with Glenn or the print shop? Well, that
I
is
think
the
it was.
mystery,
I think it was the print shop. I think.
that is the true mystery, sir.
Roy's the boy says, question, anyone else use the Record Power Coronet Herald? Yes, I've got
Yes.
one. Dale's got one.
I use Betty's when I'm there.
And I have used it. Them.
There. Michael McEwen's in, boys and girls.
So, Michael.
How you doing?
If Michael sends anything to anyone abroad, is that a McEwen's export? Could help myself, Michael. I apologise.
How we're doing.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
How do I find it, Roy? I think it's awesome, Lays, mate. Chris Schwind is in.
Hey, Chris.
Can't forget the B.
Don't forget the bee.
Benjamin says it's a perfect time to pull out the electric shaver.
Martin Bree says I have to get ready to start throwing some mail in the ditch. Have a good day, everyone.
All right, Martin, be good.
Take
Next
it
one,
easy, Martin.
And just remember to keep an eye out for the doorstep thieves following your van about.
Hmm.
That's looking really good, Win.
Yeah.
How thin are you going to go?
The thing I like, I don't know if you can actually see, but when you're doing a thin-walled piece like this, which is natural edge, you can actually see where. Does that look better on overhead? No.
Oh.
You can actually see where the wall thickness is coming down.
Yeah.
Plus, if this was a solid bull where I'm looking at from here, if this was a solid bull, I wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing. But seeing as how it's a winged bull, I can actually see where I'm taking the cut from.
Just remember, you don't want to get any red on your wings, mate.
Yeah.
Nick Castleson?
Nick.
Nick.
Archie Monty's in.
Monty's in. Good news, Archie
Hey,
Monty. I
Archie.
got a piece of door I'm going to turn for you.
Yeah.
I've got an oak door blank that I'm going to turn into a bowl for you.
I can't wait for that one.
You can thank Scott the Blue Light Tumbler for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I should have done on this, and what you should do if you're doing anything like this, is once you've cut down around about an inch down here, you should get that sanded and finished, and not go back to it with the tool, because it becomes, don't know if you can see that moving, but it becomes very flexible.
Who's going to say it?
Nope.
You have 68 beautiful, amazing, lovely human beings tuned in to you today, young Wayne.
Thank you very much, guys. Very much appreciated. I'm sure you must have better things to do with your early mornings, lunchtimes, evenings.
Well, now you say it.
I should go to Tesco. Back a bit.
Roy's the boy says he's got to go and pick the wife up.
Doug
hope
Miller
she's
says,
okay.
Dan from CDA Woodturning's in.
so Doug Miller says, those wings will bite you. Don't ask me how I know. I think I read it somewhere. Dan, how are you, young man?
You probably heard them wings bite from me, because I've felt it a few times. Chris Dodd says sleeping is overrated. Watching Wayne is much more fun.
Right.
Beautiful.
I just want to start around about there.
Joey says this, and I apologize if I get this wrong. Joey says, taco time.
You did perfect. That was perfect.
Is that like an LD score?
Yeah, taco. You don't have to fancy up taco. You just say taco. Taco time.
Let's talk about.
He's the taco munching, beer infatuated.
Let's talk about people.
He's a fire starter.
baby.
Vintage fire starter.
Thank the old taco muncher.
I forgot to tell Jamie and Scott yesterday. Got another demo booked up at Broxburn deal.
That's up the road from me.
In March. That was the phone call I got yesterday, Jamie, while you were there.
Oh, right, okay.
That'd be worth going to. Not far.
The only thing is, it's going to be on a Wednesday evening. So I may have.
Should I tell you now that I was sitting in the living room prank calling you?
It's when he
So,
put on Mexican accent, you should have been suspicious.
Yeah. You gotta do a demo at Home Depot.
So that week I'll probably have to change around when I'm doing the lives. Here we go.
Ben
Very
Jones
good.
says, I often fall asleep during the late night lives and woke up to YouTube having moved on to something completely random and not useful like a JP video. That's like the dark side of YouTube, that is.
Yeah.
Dr. Bob's in.
Hi, Bob. How's it going?
Remember, folks, at the top of the chat, there's a chance to buy Wayne a lunchtime coffee. I promise it'll probably be a lunchtime coffee. It won't be a wine. To go on, say thank you for all the hard work. Buy the gentleman a coffee. And if you don't want to buy the gentleman a coffee, buy the old bugger a coffee. And if you don't want to buy the old bugger a coffee, just buy Wayne one. He's a good egg. Not entirely egg-shaped, like in American football.
Yeah, I saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah.
So he didn't see it from a yard away.
You saw it coming, you could have caught it and got it over the line, man. Got a touchdown.
Well, I didn't have my helmet on.
Good lord.
He could do.
There we go.
Nice.
Spitfire 1592 saying leather or plastic helmet. I was thinking perhaps more eggplant.
Hybrid.
Eggplant
Resin and bowl.
jam.
Yeah,
Jam. I don't know what the American version of a scrum is,
Some
but
oil
when
on
they're
those
in
ones.
kerfuffle.
A kerfuffle.
Okay.
Do you know what? Whatever there is no real idea of a scrum in American football.
They just started doing it, man.
You know,
Have they?
Yeah.
They just kind of line up a little bit and kind of look at us and go, hello. And they go, hello.
They started doing some scrums, man. That's pretty cool, and they give credit too.
This came from a different game.
Yeah, they said rugby.
You can take all their helmets off and do it proper then.
Yeah, they're not.
Go back to the leather hats. Go back to the leather heads. That's what we want. We can all get behind the idea of the leather head to keep the ears in. But after that,
Is that only 1:30?
it's only 1:30, 25 to 2.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Be careful, man, with the language.
Oh, sorry about that. Did
Some
I drop an
people-
F-bomb again?
Some people might not appreciate that. I
I would
appreciate
resonate.
it.
We're only on an afternoon show.
Jake will be able to go back to bed for an hour. You know, I mean, that's how this is working out.
It's nighttime somewhere.
That was
Somewhere.
great.
So 2 questions. One from Woods Wizard Cullen. He says, just had a delivery of some coloured wood veneers. Has anyone in here used them in a bowl looking for advice?
No.
Second
You
question.
could put them on the
Uh,
inside of a bowl to hold them.
Second question from Benjamin. So brace yourself.
Uh-oh.
Wayne, if you could spend a day out at a massaging clinic with any woodturner, living or dead, who would it be? I'd like you to pause for a moment and home in on the sentence, the part of the sentence that says massaging clinic.
Uh-huh. That's where I was homing in on. And let's see, who would I choose?
No, I think you
I'd
should
have
ask
to
a
think about
question
it all.
back. Ask a question back. The question back should be, what kind of massaging clinic? Is Wayne giving the massages, receiving the massages from the other woodturner, or is there a third party involved in this massaging
Or
activity?
is he
For
just,
me,
is
for,
it like
for me,
the,
it's irrelevant. It's Cole Jacobson all day long.
or is he just watching?
Oh my!
There you
You
go.
can see
Nice,
the
mate.
light through that, man. You can see the light through it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you can.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Pretty cool.
That's around about. It's probably about 6 mil thick. The wall thickness on that. Right. I'll go and get another lump of wood, seeing as how it's only just gone half past. Bear with
John
me a
Hayes
minute.
says, why is there a difference between species for water content when using for a project?
Hold on, let me get this for a second. Because, well, John, it's very simple. Some creatures have watertight bum holes. The ducks, for instance, you know what I mean, have a very, very watertight bum hole. So, from a
I
species
don't know what to
perspective,
do now.
some have better bum holes than others.
Frogs.
I feel
Frogs
that
are
wasn't
the
your.
best.
I feel that wasn't your question.
Frogs. My goodness.
Ribbit.
What was the question?
No, use a bolt. Don't rib it.
Doug
Take the
says,
bolt
have I
back in.
started my piercing project? No, I haven't, but it's extremely warped.
Got
It's looking
he
pretty
got a
cool.
he got a Prince Albert. Doug. He got a Prince Albert.
Extremely warped. Yeah, I need to decide what I'm gonna put it on some sort of base of some sort. But
He smelled a piece of wood. You know, there's a aluminium mug over there. You could turn that.
No, that's in the house.
No.
Chris wants to know what you're going to be piercing, Jamie.
a little. I don't know if you saw the video, Chris. Wayne turned a really thin bowl. When the end of the show comes, Wayne brings us back on. I've got it next to us, so I can show you how much it's warped. I'm going to pierce in that. I'm doing a video. I've actually got a couple of pieces of wood that I'm going to finish. Wayne gave me a piece of monkey puzzle,
Which is half
yesterday,
turned.
Sounds
half
fun.
turned, and he go. What was the other one? Was it Ash or Sycamore? The other one that you started the other day.
Sycamore.
Sycamore. That I'm going to be finishing as well as a collab. So. Where's your Dale Duck as well? I haven't seen him.
Oh, he's still in the car. Oh,
Co-pilot. His name's Wilson.
Wilson.
Actually, no, that's a stormtrooper, isn't it? It's Wilson.
Wayne's one is called Dungiver.
Uh-huh.
Dungiver Duck.
Chris is asking, does Jamie have a Prince Albert or is he getting one? He definitely has a Prince Albert. He definitely has a Prince Albert.
I've lost my bloody parting tool again. Oh, there it is.
It's just
Behind your ear, mate.
It's in your hand.
Don't like that.
Oh,
Bear with me while I adjust this camera.
it's like a roller coaster. Mm.
Susie Swiss Woodturning says, "Hi all, I'm here during my coffee break at work." Hello, Susie.
Hello.
Hello, Susie. Hello. Chris says, okay, I was not thinking that.
Oh, I bet you weren't, Chris. Schwind.
Schwind. I don't see any butlers in, so we can only assume Ashley's not to be found.
No, actually, I'll not be up.
I'm just saying maybe she sent the butler in to hang out.
Yeah.
I'm a bit tired. Can you go and hang out for me,
You
please?
can tell Ashley's not up. It's quiet in the chat.
Yes. Terry's off.
Can you go
See
comment
you, Terry.
75 times and not say anything? My bad.
Get out, Terry.
Alright. Susie says watching wood turning is really addictive. Yes. Oh no, like a wheel within a wheel.
That'll do.
That'll
That
do.
will do.
That'll do.
It's definitely addictive when it's done right. Wayne, can you suggest
Some of
someone who
that.
does it like that?
Nah, absolutely nobody.
that-
One of these days, I'll figure it out.
Is that a bit of you've got on there?
It is.
Oh, you.
Oh, you.
Oh, you.
I couldn't. The bark looked very cracked. I wasn't sure for a bit.
Oh yeah, this bark will start flying off all over the place.
He's got his lump of wood. He's wedged it in his tube. Gone nowhere. It's gone nowhere. It's a dead end.
You don't have to.
And nowhere far.
It didn't have to do anything.
Oh, he's on the DD, so
Dr. Bob says he's having his breakfast, coffee, and donuts, and his morning handful of meds.
So you've got some meds. Have you got some lows and some highs too? Some mediums, lows, and highs. Anyway. John Scarborough says doing it is even more addictive at Swiss Woodturner. Steve Ash is in.
Right.
Oh, he's late. He'll take his Jaffas to the naughty step. Remember, people,
I didn't see one box of Jaffas through my trip this few days.
Look at
yeah,
that.
but you've been getting bombarded with everything else.
Very true.
It's been a very shortbready trip.
Yeah. Yeah. Never seen or felt so many bottles of Iron Brew.
Yes. And cider, and lawn sausage, and pizza, and pakora,
Yeah.
and haggis. Haggis supper. You ate a haggis supper, Wayne.
Oh, I haven't
Yeah.
had a haggis supper for ages.
I've never seen haggis look like a sausage before. I've just seen it in a big ball.
It's called a haggis pudding, sir. We used to call them dauber suppers.
It was actually nicer than what I remembered it, because I had it years ago. And I wasn't sure if I liked it or not, so that's the reason why I had it.
And what was the verdict?
It was nice, mate. It was nice. And for someone that lives on the seaside with all them chips, the chips were nice as well. They were thin, so that made it a lot nicer. They were thinner than the chips that we get down there, which made them nicer.
Cantonese couple run that. That's why I send you in all the time, hoping for a discount.
John Scarborough says, "What are you trying to make with this odd shaped piece, Wayne?"
It's just going to be a mushroom.
Oh.
Mushy, very mushy. Yeah.
Vitamins are good. Vitamins are good. Steve Ash says, I went on a wild haggis hunt around Loch Lomond. There have been some whiskey involved, and not 100% sure, but I don't remember most of the day. Martin Bree says, made it back before it ended.
Good
Weren't
job,
many
Martin.
letters to dump then.
That was a quick
Hugh
one.
Fernley Whittingstall went on a haggis hunt with a butcher from Dumfries one time on a TV programme.
And tumbleweed. Hodgeroy says, I think Wayne wants us to connect the dots at the end. We will have fungus and Dale's canned crotch.
It's getting there. It's getting there. Just give us a minute. I'm just going to sharpen this parting tool.
I'm sure you've got enough abrasive left on that belt.
That's a 60 that's got nothing left on it. God, that bull gouge is rough.
Spitfire 1592 says haggis loaded with iron from pig's blood, as I remember.
No,
Now that's black pudding.
no. Haggis is oat, and then you've got the kidneys. I think there's liver in there, various other bits and bobs, and it's actually cooked in a sheep's stomach, proper ones.
Nothing wasted.
Nothing wasted, nothing gained.
Let's see how far up I'm getting there. It's a little bit further.
Oh, process sounds delightful. Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is. But you wimps over in America
Mr. Wimps to you, Wayne. Mr. Wimp.
have banned it.
It's probably delicious, but it sounds horrible.
You don't even like Marmite.
Why would I? It's horrible.
Well, I mean, it depends what you do. You can just sit and go, well, what you're doing is, when you're having a steak, you're cutting the flesh from the bottom, from the arse of a cow.
Joey would like it on his LD score.
Yeah.
So, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah.
When us wimps like cheeseburgers, says Martin.
Yeah, I like cheeseburgers as well.
Aren't they made from ham, though? Or are they beef? I can't remember
Yeah,
the
why
debate.
not,
Which
if
way
they're
round?
made if they're made from
which
if
way
they're made
wrong
from
are they?
beef, if
Yeah.
they're made from beef, why do they call them hamburgers?
Because that's where they came from.
No, ham is pork.
Germany, mate.
No,
It means it came
they
from Germany.
They
Hamburg.
came from Hamburg.
Don't be so pedantic.
Stop making up words, Jamie.
However, for the record, I'm deeply suspicious of that remark because I know I made mine up.
Dr. Bob's got a question for Wayne and his trusted earworms. What other hobbies do you enjoy?
My other
several
hobby,
of them.
the other main hobby that I enjoy is cooking.
Drinking.
No, that's
Yes.
not a hobby. That's a full-time occupation.
He is a member of the paramilitary wing of the Dumfries pedestrian terrorizing squad.
Chris Dodd says, Jake, I won't tell you about Vegemite. Is that the Marmite, which is basically the same yeast
Yeah,
extract?
Vegemite is the Australian version of Marmite.
So Marmite, but Marmite is grown from the fungus that appears between the toes of cows, and Vegemite is grown from between the toes of vegetables. I assume.
Either
Kangaroos.
way, it ain't worth a damn. It was horrible.
Smells terrible.
Especially when it's in your mouth. That was pretty bad.
It's definitely an
Chris
acquired taste.
Chris Dodge says it's like Marmite but tougher.
Yeah. Doesn't wear a helmet. Doesn't have to wear a helmet.
Doesn't have to wear a helmet. No jock straps involved.
Okay.
I love that guy.
Chris Schwind says, I take it you didn't like it, Jake.
It was.
Should
Oh,
we risk a joke about Wayne? Rubbing his mushroom head.
I was just gonna let it tell itself, man.
We won't risk it. I don't think we should risk it.
Some things just tell themselves.
I'm more concerned about the fact that it's two-tone.
Blood supply is getting on a bit, man.
It doesn't have a blood supply. It has a wine supply.
There we go. Combination of white and red.
Spitfire 1590 is an acquired taste, which is why Americans don't want to destroy our taste buds. You can't deep fry Marmite.
I think the word down there is us Americans don't want to destroy our taste buds. That's a message. I feel.
I'm saying nothing.
Jake
I'm
probably
saying
likes
nothing in
spray
case I get in
cheese.
trouble.
Yeah, spray
Jake
cheese is
probably
awesome.
likes spray cheese. Yeah. I know he likes burritos.
Yeah, burritos are awesome, and especially when they're ordered for you. Nice.
I still think that's pretty cool. That is ordered from Kent and delivered in Texas. I think that's
Yeah.
fucking magic.
It is pretty good.
The Wizards. There's a book called Where Wizards Stay Up Late, which is all about how the internet began.
The last time the burrito got delivered, the guy was like, "Hey, you Jamie?" I said, "Yep."
Watch your fingers.
Which fingers, Wayne?
Incoming!
Fingers.
And today's offering is a very,
Ben
very,
Jamie
very...
says he's hoping one day we will get barbecue fast food. They do that at that place near you, don't they, Dale? The
Yes,
dirty
they
pigs
do
or
indeed.
dirty dogs, whatever it's called.
Dirty dogs, yeah. So this mushroom is available for £30 from Wayne's online store, or for 120 from the advanced part of the Ann Summer store.
But just let it be known that Wayne doesn't have an online store. just in case anybody's going to look, he doesn't have one.
But you can super chat right now before the show's over.
Claim it as a
Or
practice
buy me a
piece.
coffee.
Yeah.
There you go. One little mushroom to finish off the show.
Look at that.
Mushy.
And there's the bowl. I'm trying to get it out of the glare. This part here, there's a lot of ripple there and
Yeah.
some feathering as well, and that is going to warp. That is. I'm going to stick this on a radiator this afternoon, and this is going to warp to hell.
Already
hope.
starting. You can already see it starting.
Yeah. Right, let's bring the guys in. Again, that's another one that I thought was going to take the full hour to do.
Nope.
But
When will you learn?
when will I learn? Yeah, exactly. Right, so what's happening? So, like I said, tonight we have got Steve SK Crafts on with Glyn Senior as his guest earworm. Tomorrow we have got Saturday morning cartoons on. That is 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, I think it is, and 4 p.m. GMT. And that's, yeah, and then tomorrow night, I'm back on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock with the Saturday Night Mint Show. There we go. Saturday morning cartoons. So thanks everybody for coming along and watching. It is appreciated every time you come in. And I am going to carry on doing this until I stop having people watching.
Remember, folks, next Saturday is the Virtual Craft Festival.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and next Friday is the first episode of the Makers Quiz. Again on SK Crafts. That's on the 21st. SK Crafts doing the Makers Quiz. So that's going to be me and Shug against Brian from Woodturning and Joe Senior, who is Glyn's wife. So that's that'll be SK doing the questions, Mark the Gentleman Turner being the adjudicator, me and Shug getting drunk as farts and not answering any questions properly. And it's usually a good night. So that's us. Right then, guys, I'm off to get some lunch, and I will catch you all tomorrow at some point. And I'm just going to hit the button now. So I'll hit the button now so Dale's arm doesn't get